The last lived in a small part of the city west of Washington Square. The stars have gone well. They turn in different directions. They are broken into small pieces called places. One street goes across itself one or two times. A painter once discovered something possible and valuable about this street. Suppose a painter had some painting material for which he had not paid. Suppose she had no money. Suppose a man came to get the money. The man make walk down that street and suddenly met himself coming back without having given action. This part of the city is called Greenwich Village, and to old Greenwich Village the painter's son came. Here they found rooms they liked, with good light and a low cost. Sue and Jesse lived at the top of a building with 3 floors. One of these young women came for mining, the other from California. They had met at a restaurant on 8th Street. There they discovered that they liked the same kind of art, the same kind of food, and the same kind of clothes. So they decided to live and work together. That was in the spring. Toward winter, a cold stranger entered Greenwich Village. No one could see him. He walked around town, one person here and another there, with his easy finger. He was a bad sickness. Doctor called him pneumonia. On the east side of the city, he heard touching many people, but in the more narrow street of the Greenwich Village, he did not move so quickly. Mr. Pneumonia was not a nice old gentleman. A nice old gentleman would not hurt a weak little woman from California. But Mr. Pneumonia touched Jonesy with his cold finger. She lay on her bed almost without moving, and she looked through the window at the wall of the house next to hers. One morning, the busy doctor spoke to Sue alone in the hall, where Jonesy could not hear. She has a very small chance, he said. She has a chance if she wants to live. If people don't want to live, I can't do much. I can't do much for them. Your little lady has decided that she is not going to get well. Is there something that is troubling her? She always wanted to go to Italy and paint a picture of the Bay of Naples, said Sue. Paint, not paint. Is there anything worth being troubled about? A man. A man? Said Sue. Is a man worth? No, doctor, there is not a man. It is weakness, said the doctor. I will do all I know how to do. But when a sick person begins to feel that he's going to die, half my work, it at least. Talk to her about new winter clothes. If she were interested in the future, her chance would be better. After the doctor had gone, Sue went into the workroom to cry. Then she walked into Jancy's room. She, she carried some of her painting material and she had singing. Jancy, later, very thin and very cute. Her face was turned toward the window. She stopped singing, thinking that Jancy was asleep. So began to work. As she worked, this she heard a low sound again and again. She went quickly to the bedside. Jones's eyes were open wide. She was looking out the window and counting back. 12, this side, and a little later. 11, and then 10, and 9, and then 8, and 7, almost together. Sue looked out the window. What was there to count? There was only the sad wall of the next house, a short distance away. There, the wall had no window, and all turned grey again. The wall, the cold breath of winter had already touched it. Almost all its leaves had fallen from its dark branches. What is it? There asked Sue. 6, said Jonesy, in a voice still lower. They're falling faster now. 3 days ago they were almost 100. It hurt my heart to count them. Now it's easy. There goes another one. There are only 5 now. 5 what there? Tell you, Sue. Leave on the tree. When the last one falls, I must go. Do I know that for 3 days? Didn't the doctor tell you? Oh, I never heard of such a thing, said Sue. Does it have any sense in it? What does an old tree have to do with you, or with your getting well? And you used to love that tree so much. Do not be a little for the doctor told me your chance for getting well. He told me this morning. He said you had very good chance. Try to eat a little now, and then I go back to work, and then I can sell my picture, and then I can buy something more for you to eat to make you strong. You don't have to buy anything for me, sighed Jonesy. She still looked out the window. There goes another. Now I don't want anything to eat. Now there are 4. I want to see the last one fall before night. Then I go to Jonesy there, sighed Sue. Will you promise to me close your eyes and keep them closed? Close. Will you promise not to look out the window until I finish working? I must have these pictures ready tomorrow. I need the light. I can't cover the window. Cold. You work in the other room? Asked Johnny coldly. I'd rather be here by you, said Sue. And I don't want you to look at this leaf. Tell me as soon as you have finished, said Jonesy. She closed her eyes and lay white and still. Because I want to see the last leaf fall. I have done enough waiting. I have done enough thinking. I don't to go sailing down like one of those leaves. Try to sit, try to sleep, said Sue. I must call Behram to come up here. I want to find a man in this picture, and I make him look like Behram. I won't be gone a minute. Don't try to move till I come back. Old Behram was a painter who lived on the first floor of their house. He had passed 60. He had no success as a painter for 40 years. He had painted without ever painting a good picture. He had always talked of painting a good picture, a masterpiece, but he had never yet started. He got a little money by letting others paint pictures of him. He drank too much. He still thought of his great masterpiece, and he believed that it was his special that to do everything possible to help Sue and Jessie. Sue found him in his dark room, and she knew that he had been drinking. She could smell it. So told him about Jonesy and the leaf on the vine. She said that she is afraid that Jonesy would indeed sail down like the leaf. Her hold on the world was growing meager. Old Behram shouted his anger over such an idea. What? He cried. At the sunset falls, the people die because leaf drop off a tree. I have not heard of such a thing. No, I will not come out and still while you make a picture of me. Why do you allow her to think such a thing? That poor little Jonesy. She is very sick and weak, sighed Sue. The sickness has put this trying ideas into her mind. Mr. Behram, if you won't come, you won't. But I don't think you're very nice. This is like a woman, shouted Behram. Who said I will not come? Go, I come with you. For half an hour I have been trying to say that I will come. God, this is not any place for someone so good as John to live sick. Some day I shall find my masterpiece and see, and he shall I'll go away from here. God, yes. John was sleeping when they went up. Sir covered the window and took Bahram into the other room. There I looked out the window, fearful at the tree. Then they looked at each other for a moment without speaking. A cold rain was falling with a little snow in it too. Bergman sat down and Sue began to paint. So worked through most of the night. In the morning, after an hour's sleep, she went to John's bedside. John's with wide open eyes was looking toward the window. I want to see, she told Sue. Sue took the cover from the window, but after the beating rain and the wind, the had not stopped through the whole night. There still was one leaf to be seen again the wall. It was the last on the tree. It was still dark green near the branch, but at the edges it was turning yellow with age. There it was hanging from a branch nearly 20 feet above the ground. It is the last one, said Jonesy. I thought it would surely fall during the night. I heard the wind. It will fall today, and I shall die at the same time. There, there, Jonesy, sighed Sue. Think of me if you won't think of yourself. What would I do? But Jonesy did not answer. The most lonely thing in the world is a soul when it's preparing to go on its far journey. The ties, the ties that held her to friendship and to art were breaking one by one. The days slowly passed. As it grew dark, the could still see the leaf hanging from its branch against the wall, and then, as the night came, the north wind began again to blow. The rain still beat against the window. When it was light enough the next morning, Jonesy again commanded that she be allowed to see. The leaf was still there. Jonesy lay for a long time looking at it, and then she called to see who was cooking something for her to eat. If been a bird girl, Sue, sighed Jonesy. Something has made that last leaf stay there to show me how bad I was. It is wrong to want to die. I try to eat now, but first bring me a looking glass so that I can see myself. And then I sit up and watch you cook. An hour later, she sighed, So someday I hope to find the Bay of Naples. The doctor came in the afternoon. Sue followed him into the hall outside John's room to talk to him. The chances are good, said the doctor. He took Sue's shaking hand in his. Give her good care, and see I get well, and now I must see another sick person in the house. His name is Bergman, a painter, I believe. Pneumonia too. Mick is an old, weak man, and he is very ill. There is no hope for him, but we take him to the hospital today. We are make it as easy from his as we can. The next day the doctor said to Sue, "See, she's safe. You have done it. Phone and care now, that's all." And that afternoon Sue came to the bed where Jonesy lay. She put one arm round her. "I have something to tell you," she said. "Mr. Bergman died for pneumonia today in the hospital. He has only 2 days. Someone found him on the morning of the first day in his room. He was helpless with pain. His shoes and his clothes were wet and as cold as ice. Everyone wondered where he had been. The night had been so cold and wild. And then they found something. There was a light that he had taken outside, and there were his material from painting. There was paint, green paint, and yellow paint. And look out the window there, at the last leaf on the wall. Didn't you wonder why it never wavered when the wind has blowing? Oh my dear, it is Brahman's great masterpiece. He painted it there the night that the last leaf fell.